Well, hello, it's Catherine from Moonstarlodge, and if this is your first time at this channel, I've been reading tarot since the early 70s, and I've expanded tarot in my practice, doing counseling. I'm a theologian, shaman, and have run Moonstarlodge in Central Ontario for more than 40 years. We specialize in Indigenous spirituality, arts, and education. And in light of the pandemic and the inability for people to access us here, we have made these YouTube readings available for free. So if you like the reading and it resonates, and not all readings will, because these are for the collective, but please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. That would be absolutely wonderful. And you can even make a donation. That would be great. Anyway, let's go to the cards. Most of the time I use medicine wheel format, and believe it or not, this is the medicine wheel format. The tarot cards are in the east, south, west, and north. Given the space, I'm using an oracle as a clarifier, so this is the clarifier here. This is the clarifier, this is the clarifier, this is the clarifier, and this is the clarifier. And then on this side, either side of the bottom, are some astrological bits of information. These two cards are dotems. And in the middle are some ancestor cards. Now, I often use the Cards of Winds and Changes by Judith Pintar, who is following the medicine wheel model in that particular deck. But I was called today to use a different deck, the Galactic Heritage cards. The clarifying cards, the Dotem cards, are from the Saltwater Reading cards by Laura Bowen. The astrological cards are the Black Moon astrology cards. The clarifiers are Whispers of the Ocean by Angela Hartfield. And the tarot I'm using is called the Oceanic Tarot, if I can reach it, by Jane Wallace. So let's begin. So with the medicine wheel, we always start in the east. And it's curious to me, as well shuffled as this was, in fact, I had Brian shuffle in addition to myself. All the cards are from the Major Arcana. And this deck is meant to be read in the upright position, and it turned out that the cards all came out despite the wild forays into shuffling today. So our east position, where we start on the wheel, is the Fool card. And the Fool is a new beginning, a new journey. And how exciting is that? In this week, this reading is for Monday, January 31st. But the new moon is February 1st, which is also Imbolc, or on the wheel of the year, halfway between the winter and the spring. And as we know, with Imbolc, we start to notice that the days are warming up. The amount of light is significantly longer, or at least it feels that way. And it's a sign of renewal. So this is wonderful. It's a new beginning. It's clarified here by an unusual sea creature. The card is called Unexplained Wonder. Magical blessings and miracles are occurring in your life. All your prayers are answered now. And that's a beautiful way to start a new journey. And what's interesting is the south position card is Death. And death is a frightening card to many people, but it shouldn't be. It just means in the cycles of life, the cycles of change, which are inevitable, this is heralding a transformation. So this new journey on this new moon week that you're starting has something transformative coming. What you need to Oh, sorry, I should say the clarifier is be insightful and established. I'm so excited to get to the rest of the reading, I almost forgot the clarifier. Ground and rebalance your energy. Bring your awareness into the now rather than allowing it to occupy the past or the future. And that's very wise. In order to actually make manifestations that evolve in the future, we have to be grounded and present now. And where our thoughts go, energy flows. So we're being aware that there's a transformation coming. We're staying grounded as this week evolves. And the West card is balance. The balance by the Justice card. So you're bringing about a fairness, you're bringing about a balance, you're bringing about organization. It's very much a Libra card. And the clarifier is a pod of dolphins saying life is better together. Seek assistance from your community. Connect with family, friends, or others who will support you. It can be as simple as making a phone call. So this journey is not a journey in isolation. This is what this is telling us. Be insightful and established. Use your experience, your maturity. Know that it's going to involve others beyond yourself, whatever this new manifestation. And what's interesting here is in the north position of the wheel, by the end of the week, we have the Moon card. And really, as this week evolves, we're, ending first quarter, but the moon is waxing, and this is about illusion. It's about illusion, and it's also about the subconscious. It isn't just about illusion. So basically, I'm seeing this as a creative opportunity here to allow yourself in your meditations, recognizing that there's transformation afoot. It's part of the cycle of our karma. It's important that you know that the subconscious is going to work with you, and that's at night in our dreams. And this card is clarified by setting up parameters. Assess your relationships and determine how they are aligned with your goals. Setting boundaries requires an honest evaluation of your present relationships. So you have here been asked to seek your community, but here you're being advised to just include only those who don't violate your parameters or try to put you down and say that this, whatever this is you're creating, this new endeavor is, not going to work, blah, blah, blah. Be very careful who you let in to this new journey, but know that it does involve others. The ancestral guidance. This is interesting. Card 68 is Lyra, the future. So you are manifesting for the future beyond this week. You're setting up something, and this whole month is about that. This new moon that starts on Tuesday, February 1st is Wisdom Woman. So you're working from a place of wisdom. You can invoke that grandmother and know that this card, which is the Orion light, also represents the future. And this card represents the future. Three very different cards from three very different parts of that deck, all pointing to the future. So generosity is part of this walk you have. You're being advised by the ancestors. And by the ancestors, we also know from the stars we were born and to the stars we shall return. True compassion is required, not just for others, but for the self, okay? And equal value philosophy, coming from the Pleiades. The Pleiadians are very much a big part of our ancestral walk, and this mirrors very much this balance card, equal value philosophy. So we still have to look at the dotems and the astrological aspects. the astrological aspects here, what we are accomplishing in this walk this week. If we walk in balance, if we stay focused out of illusion but working with the subconscious, if we involve community in this new adventure that creates transformation, we are resolving issues from the south node. The south node on your astrological chart is your karmic history. It's justice, it's life's debts. You are wrapping up life's debts, and that is amazing. Know that you are resolving a lot of karma by letting something pass on, letting go, cutting the tie that binds you to it. That could be friendships, relationships, job, location. It can mean anything. Whatever you're endeavoring to create has an incredible responsibility, and it is manifesting profound change in terms of your karmic debt. It is also balanced by the sun, which is spirit. It is source. So you are being given the enlightenment, or the light of the sun is the source of the energy of all life. You're being given that. You can see the sun here in this card. You can see the sun in the corner of this card. And here, and here. The sun appears to balance any possibility of illusion that's created by the moon card here in the north. So given that I've used almost entirely cards that relate to the ocean, we call the water Nibi in Anishinaabe. Or Anishinaabemowin is the language in my culture. We have this card of the manta ray, which is friendship, and that relates. Manta rays work in groupings. It's very similar to the dolphin card. And we also have seagull. And seagull is about opportunity, seizing opportunities, going for it. They're also the cleanup bird, very much like pigeon or omimi. They're very much observing all the time. They're taking their flight to the highest level, but not so high that they're too far away to grab a deal or grab something because they know there's competition. So this is about aligning yourself as well, lining up yourself, lining up your opportunities to make the best use of them. This is about knowing that you have support at levels of community, and it's not just the community in the physical world, it's the ancestral world. You're being given the gift of generosity, true compassion, and equal value philosophy. So I think that that's absolutely incredible. You can flip the camera. The energy of this new moon is quite heartening. A lot of people feel a certain despondency or almost depression in the weeks just following the holidays when we've been together, possibly with family or friends, or just a break, just having that break from the working world and an opportunity to reflect. But it can be kind of a bummer for some people. Some people don't enjoy the holidays, and the winter is kind of blah, especially when we can't travel. Excuse me, with the pandemic, we can't get away from this. But this is saying that when one cycle ends, a transformation is happening. That's our south card. And it's moving in a good direction. So being a Pisces sun and Pisces moon, using these water-based cards, ocean-based cards, has been very delightful. And I hope you enjoy this reading and really take it to heart. It's meant to go right to our soul and into our subconscious and help us manifest, because we deserve the best of life. Aho, miigwech, niawen.